Good morning, everyone. Good morning to Rusty. Looks as though the significant wet weather has subsided. It was very heavy last night here in Sydney, but I think that's now subsided. So you should hopefully get some dry games over the weekend. Just some of my early Saturday morning thoughts on another, probably you can call it failed trade-in. I mean, Dom Young, do we even need to say anymore? He's going to get traded out next week. So Jay Schubert on Twitter has predicted him for a 175 break even, only losing 28k, which I can kind of stomach. Like, so look, he'll be like 610k, and yeah, look, I'll trade him out for someone next week, maybe to Angus Crichton via duels, who knows. But yeah, Dom Young will definitely go next week. So that's one trade I wasn't planning on. But I think more what my thoughts are this morning is around the fullbacks again. So currently traded Latrell to Pappy, keeping Turbo. Kind of get my thoughts on that during the week, but I'm just more of a broader point. I think I'm falling into this trap of I have these trade thoughts on a Monday, Tuesday, and then by Thursday they change a little bit because I've thought of some other great scheme or thought of another way to justify not going with my initial instinct. You know, this week my initial instinct was Ponga. Dragons, sure, there was wet weather, but I was thinking Ponga long term. I've called him my number one fullback target. Wet weather was what made me overthink to say, "Ooh, let me get the guys playing in a dry game this week," which is Pappenhausen. It's got Pappy. He's ended up scoring 50 points. Bulldogs next week is obviously good, and he will make some money. But again, you look at KP yesterday, 109 points. Like, you're laughing if you're a KP owner. So what's that? 59 points that I've left on the table by not going with my initial instinct. Granted, if I wanted Ponga, I would have had to have sold Taylor May. So we'll see how Taylor May goes this week. But if he goes again, like say 45, 50, or not that big, then I'll be regretting it, thinking I should have just pulled that trigger and gone Taylor May out, boosting to get Ponga from Latrell. And then I would have been running KP Turbo, and I don't think I would have had any issues just running these two, just exactly how I had at the start in round one. Because yes, Turbo's got a tough matchup this week, but then he runs into Warriors away is tough too. But then by round 7, I know I'm going to want him again when he's got the Titans and a pretty decent run. And so I think the fullback roulette just, not working for me at all. It did make me think, so now currently my fullbacks are Pappy and Turbo. And I know fullback roulette hasn't worked, but the thing is, I don't think I have the best fullback, which is Ponga. And I'll put maybe a picture at some point in this video. The run that KP has, even from next week onwards, now with the Roosters at home, like Roosters are going to not have Teddy, probably won't have Dom Young, maybe Sam Walker because he also felt concussion. It's an understrength Roosters team at home. Now that game doesn't really worry me at all. So now I'm thinking, bloody hell, don't have KP, and I don't want to be stubborn and like just keep going against him because I've wasted probably 2 or 3 extra trades at fullback I didn't need to. But I think I do need to maybe just think about what's the best way just to get back to him, and I just need to make a decision as to who are the 2 fullbacks I'm happy to run long term. For me at the moment, I'm thinking so that got me thinking, because I can update my trade out of Pappy from, at the moment it's Latrell. I could change it to Turbo so that I can just reverse the trade, not reverse, but update the trade so that instead of selling Latrell for Pappy, it's Turbo. So I'm playing Latrell then this week. And the main reason I thought of that was, well, Latrell's got to buy in round 7. I'll absolutely need to sell Latrell in round 7. So it will force me into just going Latrell to KP. But then I was thinking, is that really the right way of thinking about it? You're essentially changing your trade just to book in another trade in the future. Whereas Turbo in round 7 has got the Titans, and I think I'll want him for that. And a pretty decent run after that as well. So now part of me is just thinking, if I really actually do seriously just think Ponga is the man I want, I think it'll have to be Pappy maybe who I sacrifice. So Pappy in round 7 does have the Roosters, but again, Roosters have shown that they can still league points. It doesn't feel great because after Roosters is when Pappy's got a good run himself. Reece Walsh, I just don't think I can work this roulette. I think I just need to get this mental block over of when I see the points being scored by fullbacks, don't just chase them. I think I'm just guilty of chasing the points right now, chasing negative break even or something. I just need to stick and pick, which I mean, I might change my views later on in the season, but right now it's just not working for me. Ponga has got the best run, I think, out of any fullback. I've posted about it multiple times in pre-season. He's the one who's goal kicking, which I always say I love. So yeah, I think round 7, I'll need to have a way to get Ponga that week, which, I mean, granted, I could sell Turbo, but anyway, let me know what you guys think. Elsewhere, I guess, around the ground, so obviously the Roosters are going to be pretty under strength. Manu did score very well, 101 points, so he looked very good. He obviously benefited from playing at fullback for a lot of the game yesterday, but he also will play probably fullback next week too. So I think if anyone did jump on Manu, you've done well. I know a few people were asking about him as a pod centre wing. I was kind of suggesting DWZ, but he was ruled out. And that news actually did come out before the Roosters game, so hopefully people were able to see that and undo their trade-in of DWZ if they went that way. Terrell May, very weird, 22 minutes. I think this was just because of the whole Dom Young send-off. Sorry, did I say 22 minutes? I meant 22 points. I don't actually know what minutes he played, but I think this is just because of the Dom Young send-off. Completely ruined the rotation. I think the Roosters just had to kind of rely on having one prop on the field at all times, and so they couldn't keep rotating. They couldn't do their normal prop rotation. So I think that's just kind of really what's happened here. So I wouldn't stress about it. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, I think we've seen enough from Terrell May, but obviously, yeah, disappointing this week. Angus looked good though. So as I said, he's 409k. He'll probably be just about that because he only beat his break even by about 10 points. Like, Dom Young to him will pocket me close to 200k if I did that via duels. That would mean putting Burbo back into my centre wing, but you know, again, that's a move I'm thinking pockets me 200k. An easier way for me to go from like Brooks to Cleary. This is another thing. Sorry, yeah, this is another reason why I'm also, I think, going to stick with just trading out Latrell. Is that I don't want to be booking in these extra trades, and I know I still need to get someone back like a Nathan Cleary. So I think I just need to. Pappy might just be the sacrifice for Ponga. Probably not next week when he's got Bulldogs, but potentially just the week after when he's got the Roosters. And Ponga, I think, from memory, in round 7 has got the Bulldogs himself. So that's maybe when I just need to make the switch. I guess, yeah, the Thursday game was obviously really exciting game. Good to see at least Harry Grant get 70 plus. I know on social media I was saying I want my line break assist, try assist. Kind of joking. I know he didn't really do much. He didn't really do anything. It's all Eli Katoa. By the way, Eli Katoa, Jerome Hughes, unbelievable partnership. I did recommend people trade in Jackson Ford over Eli Katoa. We haven't seen the Warriors play yet today, so let's see what he does. But I think, yeah, Katoa looked great, scored a double. Jerome Hughes also looked very, very good. Again, I probably suggested SJ, the Warriors guy, compared to the Storm guy this week for trade-ins. So they kind of proved that, you know, it doesn't matter playing at home. A lot of home games actually come out from the Storm as well. So yeah, I mean, look, I own both of them in draft, which is great. But yeah, I think Katoa I think people already had Katoa on their radar. It's probably just a little bit unfortunate if you wanted to wait another week or two. He's now got this big 100+ point score. But as I said, Bulldogs next week is a good week maybe to target him. Although he's kind of not really draw reliant, you know, he's a back row at the end of the day. Anything else out of that game? I guess Munster back 46, I think, is what he ended up scoring. On the Broncos side of things, I think Adam Reynolds looks to have picked up another hamstring injury, so we'll have to see what happens there. But they could get Reece Walsh back in round 6. I guess another thing, Sam Hughes, 70+ points. Told everyone I'm playing Liam Henry over him. Look, obviously I can't factor in the fact that he scores a line break try with a few tackle busts, but you know what, it's fine. 70+ points, kickstart that cash gen, so we'll take that, absolutely. So yeah, those are just some of my random musings on this Saturday morning, just about, you know, bit of introspection about trading, and just like, I think I said this at the beginning of last week, but yeah, happened again. Need to just trust my initial trade instincts, and generally I think they are the best. but we'll have to kind of just, take that lesson and implement it for next time. But yeah, because I think the thing with Pappy as well, it was a little bit of a hard pick too. I tweeted, I haven't owned him since round 9 2022, and then I just thought, it'd be great if he scores big again this week in the dry. You'd be laughing, you'd be loving it. And what I wanted Ponga to do, which was to go low in the wet, didn't happen. And now he's versing an understrength Roosters team. So it just feels like Supercoach gods are just telling me, Aman, Ponga's the one, get Ponga. We're making Ponga get all the points. So I think that's what I will be doing. But anyway, some random Saturday morning ramblings, and we'll probably leave it there. But yeah, have a good rest of your weekend, because I don't think I'll be getting a green arrow though, but hopefully best of luck to you all.